Gemini, we are going to do a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Gemini stelliums, or if you just have strong Gemini in your energy, this is going to be the messages from the masculine. We're going to start with Gemini feminines watching, and we're going to do messages from the masculine energy, whoever you are either in a relationship or thinking about. And then I will put in the timestamp below messages from the feminine to Gemini masculines. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So for the Gemini feminines watching, I'm going to see if I can timestamp this. We started at about 35, let's say. So for the Gemini feminines watching, what's going on with the masculine that they are thinking about, dealing with, or thinking about? What's going on with the masculine? Vulnerable. So it says feeling fear and doing it anyway, opening up and sharing their weakness. So dealing with somebody who is, it sounds like so far this person is open to being vulnerable. What else is going on with this masculine energy? What's going on with this masculine energy for the Gemini feminine? Chaos. Okay, and it's just says chaos. So this person may have had issues in the past being vulnerable, but I feel like they're wanting to open up. They may have a hard time opening up. And then in this picture, this person's has a tear coming from his eye, so he may be feeling very vulnerable, wanting to open up, needing someone that he feels comfortable opening up with, because it appears like there's just a lot of chaos. There's a lot going on in this masculine's mind right now. So they may just have a lot going on. Either they don't like to be vulnerable or they are actually being vulnerable with you. Tell us about this masculine that Gemini feminine is dealing with. What's going on with this masculine? The moon. Yeah, so there's some feelings that's going on. This person could literally be suffering from some type of depression or some type of maybe it could be anything, confusion, ADHD, all kinds of ADHDs that normally cause, well, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but I just feel like there's something going on with this masculine that's making them quite emotional. Um, There could be confusion. There's a lot of chaos. Tell us about this moon. Why the moon? Why the moon? Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this Knight of Cups in this particular deck, this particular Knight of Cups, is very moody in their feelings, emotional, feels like things aren't going right in their love life. So possibly you guys could have had some kind of a fallout. I feel like this person is very much in their emotions over it. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces, but it's like this person is in their emotions about whatever has gone on between the two of you. What action is this masculine taking towards the Gemini feminine? What action are they taking towards Gemini feminine? Nine of Wands, death in reverse. I don't feel like they want, so we have Scorpio energy now. So a lot of you are dealing with the water sign. Strong water energy here. But I feel like this person, if things are over between the two of you, they're not letting it, they don't want it to be over. They're not really accepting that it's over. Maybe it hasn't quite hit them yet that it's over for good, or they don't want it to be over with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Again, this person is wanting to upright. This person is like not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to open up and share their feelings. But I feel like this person could have a Sagittarius moon. But I feel like this person wants to open up, or they're opening up, whether or not it's that they're consciously wanting to. They're opening up. If it's not to you, they're opening up to their friends, about their feelings, about whatever is going down with you. They are emotionally vulnerable. They are an emotional person. So I don't think that you're most likely dealing with a water sign or someone who possibly has a lot of water in their charts where it influences them enough to where they do actually cry, or even if they don't literally cry, they they express their feelings. They get moody. They get in a mood due to their feelings. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Gemini Feminine. Through the signs, Aries through Pisces, how are the signs feeling about Gemini Feminine, please? How are the signs feeling about Gemini Feminine? So starting with Aries, if you are dealing with an Aries, not the right time. So I don't think a lot of you watching this may be dealing with an Aries, or it's just if something happened between you and Aries, it just wasn't the right time. That wasn't the person for you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have love triangle, and it says, I've been seeing someone else and I'm having trouble choosing. If you are dealing with another Gemini, we have angry, and it says, I'm angry at myself and sometimes even you for how things turned out. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we have control, and it says, I'm trying to control the situation to avoid having it control me. But I feel like this person, they may not be showing it to you. If you're not talking to this individual, they may not be showing it to you because they're trying to, because the Scorpio card can be can be quite a controlling energy. So it's like possibly trying to control their emotions when they speak to you or in front of you. But this person could be literally doing like a lot of drinking or doing things that maybe are not very good for them in order to control, like some, I guess kind of what I'm trying to say is like to have like a replacement, and that's their way of controlling their feelings or controlling the situation since they can't do anything about it. If you're dealing with a Leo, we have fantasizing. It says, I can't stop my mind from escaping to a world only you and I know. So a lot of fantasizing here with like a Leo energy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have friendship, and it says I'm more comfortable being friends than lovers. So you could be dealing, if you're dealing with a Virgo, this person may want to keep things. They may only, contact you at night. Because it might be like they're trying to establish, or you have established a friends with benefits type of a connection here. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have double life, and it says I'm living a double life and I'm a different person in each. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have strategizing, and it says I'm coming up with a plan and an offer you can't refuse. So I can see a Scorpio reaching out to you. They may be reaching out to you and they may express their feelings, how they feel about you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, we have epiphany, and it says I didn't realize how empty my life was until you left me. And that's this energy here. I feel like where this person, like the Sagittarius energy, is possibly in a mood, not wanting things to be over. They haven't let it die. They've not moved on. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, we have dating, and it says I'm back into the dating scene and making an effort to move on. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have drama. It says I have too much drama in my life. I'm trying to stay out of it. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, I don't feel Aquarius coming up here, because Aquarius is going to be, anything that's going to make them feel, this particular Aquarius anyway, anything that's going to make them start to feel like they're being vulnerable, or they feel vulnerable, they're more than likely going to back out. And if you're dealing with the Pisces, we have worth waiting for. So I feel like this Pisces, either you will meet a new Pisces, or this Pisces does feel like you are worth waiting for. What is the energy between Gemini Feminine and this masculine? What is the energy between Gemini Feminine and this masculine, please? You deserve love. You are lovable. I want to know here. What went wrong? What is the situation between Gemini Feminine and this masculine, please? Using each other in some type of a way, regrets, they regret ever doing you wrong. So I can kind of see here where this could have been a situation where it was like this Virgo energy that we have. The moon can also be Virgo energy, but it's like someone who, where it was possibly a friends with benefits connection. There was no foundation or something like that, where even and if there was, it's like something about being used, not really appreciating the others. And I feel like there's regret on the part of this masculine, because you may be deciding that you don't want to deal with or put yourself out there in situations with someone who is just using you for sex or just using you for something. Maybe you were using them for something as well, but this person here seems to be in regret over taking you for granted, or just the way things turned out. And for a lot of you, it's like with you deserve love. It's like you knowing you deserve love, or this person also knows you deserve love. You deserve better than possibly what they were giving you in the past. So basically, what I'm getting from the masculine that you are dealing with is being in regret, being in a mood here, being in their feelings, being in their head, very much in their head and in their feelings about possibly mistreating you, or the direction this relationship took. I feel like some of them may be wanting to come towards you and actually express their feelings and be vulnerable. Some maybe don't want to be vulnerable, and that scares them. But I think for the most part, someone does want to try to express to you maybe like why they did what they did, and hope that you understand. Let's see. So what's coming up? What's brewing between Gemini Feminine and this person? Near future between Gemini and this person. That's way too many cards. Near future between Gemini and this person. Also be careful with someone who, be very careful with someone who's very slick too, where they come back extra emotional and, you know, just an actor. But we have writing it out. This person, I feel like it's just kind of writing out the emotions, writing out these waves for the time being. I just feel like this person, for the majority of you, you're dealing with someone who is kind of in their emotions. They're insecure. Maybe they feel like you're not. They may be wanting you to respond to them. They feel kind of broken up. They do feel. I feel like this person's feeling a bit shattered. Really, they're very much in their feelings. Let's get one more card for the situation. How will this end up over the next month or so? So we have the gentleman, stability, self-confidence, good news, realism. So this person may, after kind of going through a period of maybe just deciphering their feelings, writing something out, there could be a period where they do get the self confidence enough to kind of express something to you, regain that stability. And I feel like for some of you, you may show some compassion, some empathy, whether or not you get back with them. I do feel like there's going to be a conversation. There'll be some empathy, some compassion shown, a conversation. For some of you, could get back on the right track. Maybe others of you, it's just about closure. Messages for Gemini Feminine. Messages for Gemini Feminine, please. All right, we have goddess vibes, and it says, don't be afraid to be different. Allow your inner goddess to radiate. After you meet her, you'll never be the same. Honor your divine feminine. So for a lot of you, it's like, I do feel like there's something here about just having self respect for yourself, you know that you deserve love, you deserve better, and not someone who may have taken you for advantage. Maybe for some of you, even put you in third party situations. Whatever it is that this person regrets now, using each other or this person used you, you just want love. You know that that's what you deserve. And you're kind of putting yourself in that energy of holding out for something that's real. So one more card of advice, and we'll do an angel answer card for Gemini Feminine, and we'll be done. So card of advice for Gemini Feminine. Additional message, please. All right, we have balance. I tip the scales of balance in my favor. All right, so go ahead and think of a question. We'll pull an answer card for Gemini Feminine. What is the answer to Gemini Feminine's question? What is the answer to Gemini Feminine's question, please? Recovery. All right. That is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. All right, Gemini Masculine. So this is whatever feminine is on your mind, whether you're in a relationship with this feminine or you are not. You're just thinking about them. This is whoever Gemini Masculine is thinking about. So what's going on with the feminine here for Gemini Masculine? What's going on with the feminine? What is the feminine's overall energy? So we have manifest. For some of you, if you're not talking, they might be trying to manifest a reconnection here. What's going on with the feminine energy, whoever Gemini Masculine is dealing with? So we have independent and suppression. So emotionally numb, not allowing oneself to think or feel things, bottling up emotions, and independent. So you could be dealing with someone who, you know, they have their own job. They're very secure within themselves, very independent. But sometimes with that, it might come with someone who feels like they don't know how to open up. So they might suppress their feelings because maybe this particular feminine thinks that it's weak. This could be a very a feminine who's very, very, very independent, can manifest the life that they want, has a good job, good career, all of those kinds of things. They're very good at manifesting and feel very independent, but also they may not allow their femininity to show very much. Or they're not expressing something. For some of you, they may want to reach out to you. They may be trying to actually manifest something with you, but not expressing their actual feelings, not coming to you, and actually you would never know that this person is interested. What's going on with this feminine energy, the King of Pentacles? See, this person has money. They do very well. They have a good career. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. What's going on with this feminine energy here, the World? They may travel. They may actually travel for work. I feel like things came to an end. They may have like their own business. They may have some type of online business or travel or something to do with that. Maybe the two of you met online. But the King of Pentacles isn't necessarily one that expresses feelings that easily either. The Earth signs and air signs are not really the ones that express their feelings that easily. And so there's definitely suppression here. This person may want closure, but it's like no one's saying anything. They're not really speaking up. What action is this King of Pentacles taking towards Gemini Masculine? What action? The World again. So closing things out, endings here. Clarify the World. What does this World mean in this particular reading? The Sun. The Sun can either mean like great happiness, or this can talk about clarity, getting some type of clarity when it comes to something. Some of you, there could be like birth of a child, or someone could be like an independent mother, independent father, whatever the sex doesn't matter, but it's like an independent parent. Someone might be pregnant and not really not saying anything. Let's get some more cards and see what is going on here. Let's go through the signs and see how the signs are feeling about Gemini masculine. Aries to Pisces. How are the signs feeling about Gemini masculine, please? So starting with Aries, how does this person feel about Gemini masculine? We have undecided. It says, honestly, I don't know what I want. I'm not sure if I want a relationship. If you are dealing with a Taurus, it says take it slow. If you are dealing with another Gemini, we have healing, and it says, I'm taking the time to heal, to accept the love I know I deserve. So that could, if you're dealing with another Gemini, it's someone, they're healing here with the sun energy. There could be finally moving on after some type of a breakup. So with this world, they may have been hanging on for some time, but they're finally starting to move on. They could have met a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that's what's helping them to kind of move on, or maybe a Leo. But it's like some type of cycle is coming to an end. Our new cycle is beginning in this person's life here. If you're dealing with the Cancer drama, it says, I have too much drama in my life. I'm trying to stay out of it. How does Leo feel about Gemini masculine? We have unfazed, and it says, I'm unfazed by our separation since I wasn't emotionally invested. So if you were dealing with a Leo, they are coming across, or their feelings are that they're just moving on to the next level. They're very independent. And with suppression, they could either be suppressing how they really feel and coming across as unfazed, and just moving on. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have erased, and it says, I deleted everything that reminded me of you. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have burdens, and it says, I've been feeling overwhelmed. I have a lot going on in my life. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have lessons, and it says, I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. If you are dealing with the Sagittarius, we have make them prove it. So a Sagittarius is coming across as though they need to see some change or some type of action on your part. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, we have late nights, and it says, thoughts of you keep me up at night. Even if I fall asleep, I dream of you. If you are dealing with a Aquarius, we have competition, and it says, I get intimidated and nervous knowing you get so much attention. And if you're dealing with the Pisces, we have telepathic, and it says, I close my eyes and speak to you in 100 silent ways. So what is the energy between Gemini masculine and this person? Some of you could be taking things to the next level, or things are moving to the next level with this person, because the world can also talk about that. But I just feel like this person's going through some type of a cycle that they're closing out here. There's some type of change. There's passion between you and this person. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Energy between Gemini and this person. See, I feel like you're dealing with someone, if you're not talking, you're dealing with someone here who, although they may have a lot of passion for you, and although they may think about you, they may not be the one to reach out here with this independent card. They're gonna manage on their own. They know that they'll move on and they'll get over it. They don't have an energy of chasing, or, oh, I'll never meet anybody else. They kind of are very stable emotionally, mentally here. But they do have passion. They're just not going to come out and say it if they're not feeling that passion is reciprocated. If they've reached out to you and or, you know, they just get a vibe from you that you're not interested, then they're just going to move on. And they're kind of at this phase where possibly that's what's happening with them. But we have passion and give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So there's an opportunity here, or it's saying, you know, you can work on this relationship together, but that's totally up to you. I feel like you're going to have to be the one to reach out to this particular feminine, for those of you who are wondering, because I don't really see them doing so. I feel like they're going to just keep their feelings to themselves until they finally move on. What happened between Gemini masculine and this feminine? What went wrong? Unrequited interests. So that's kind of what I mean. Like, I feel like this person possibly doesn't feel that you're interested in them. So, or maybe you don't like to do the same things, you're not on the same page, it just wasn't really a match. Because it's like this guy's kind of looking in the other way. So it's possibly you just weren't a match together, or you were not interested. And this person kind of feels that. And so they're just like trying to manifest elsewhere. What do we have here? No effort to go out or do anything. I feel like there wasn't an effort put in, possibly maybe on your part, because you were not interested, or you weren't showing interest. So there was just no effort in the connection, in the relationship. And I just feel like this person is saying, well, I have feelings, I have passion, but I'm not getting that reciprocated from Gemini masculine. So I have no choice but to really end this cycle, heal myself, get out there, and find my happiness. What's the most likely potential, or the probability of this relationship over the next month or so? Where will Gemini masculine and this person be? So we have a letter. So there may be some communication, information, news, messages, communication. So I see some type of communication coming in between either you're messaging them or they're messaging you. I don't see this person really reaching out, but maybe they decide to, or you decide to. And we have gloomy thought, sadness, depression, mental illness, fear. How does Gemini feel about this person? How does Gemini masculine feel about this feminine energy? Maybe you decide, if you guys are talking, you might decide to break things off with this person, because you're not into it, you don't feel the same, or somebody just doesn't feel the same here. I feel like it's unrequited, and that just causes the other person to decide, well, I have to move on with my life. How does Gemini feel? We got enough is enough. I'm going to get another card. How does Gemini masculine feel about this King of Pentacles, about this feminine? Friend support. I've been seeking my friend's advice about our relationship. Some of you might be trying to figure out how to end it. You might actually be interested in someone else, because I don't really understand. We have incomparable. I don't know if you're interested in someone else, or maybe you have a secret love and you don't know how to tell this person that you're in a relationship with, that you have someone else, or that you just want to end the connection, but finally there is communication. It might make the other person very sad, it might hurt them, but eventually they do move on and they go towards happiness. Again, this is clarity. I said this can be clarity, so that could be someone saying, I just don't feel the same, or I have somebody else. Or if you've not been talking and this is really who you're thinking about, then you are reaching out to them to express that they are incomparable, that you do have feelings for them. So it's one or the other. I would assume it's the first because I don't see why else we'd have unrequited. But it could be the other scenario where you're you don't know how to tell this person that you don't want to be with them anymore. Possibly you have another love interest, but eventually you do. It does hurt them, but they get the clarity that they need, and the cycle is able to close out here. Otherwise, if you're not in a relationship with this person, this is just someone on your mind. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to reach out to them. Let's get a message of advice for Gemini, or additional messages about the situation for Gemini masculine. Unforgettable. They can try to replace you all they want, but you are irreplaceable. You stand out from the rest. They know they messed up. So somebody's uncomparable, somebody's irreplaceable, somebody's unforgettable here. And this could be because we pulled this for how you feel about them. So there's somebody that's unforgettable and irreplaceable. And I feel like more than likely that could be mutual. But this unrequited, I'm just going to be honest, is throwing me off. The only way this could be is if you're in a relationship with this person and there's somebody else that's unforgettable, unrequited, incomparable to you, and you're wanting to get out of a relationship that you are currently in. All right, one more card of advice and we'll do an angel answers card and we will be done. Message advice for Gemini masculine, please. Messages for Gemini masculine, please. Messages for Gemini masculine. One last message. We have divine guidance. I am divinely guided. So trust your intuition. I feel like some of you are trying to get some type of guidance here with friend support, either from friends or family, whoever you talk to, you're comfortable talking to, even if it's just going into meditation, listening to your own intuition, listening to your spirit guides, whatever it is that you believe in. But you are being divinely guided, so trust your judgment, trust your intuition. And go ahead and think of a question. We'll pull an answer card for Gemini masculine. What is the answer to Gemini masculine's question? What is the answer to Gemini masculine's question, please? And we have peaceful resolution. All right. That is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. You all stay blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.